Today I'm going to be giving you guys my offense that I've been running for college football at 25. Now, first things first, we are in the Charlotte 49ers playbook. The reason why is because it has a lot of some of the similar stuff that I run to Madden and a lot of new stuff that I've been running in this game. So there's a couple of playbooks that have some of this stuff, but for the most part, it's the Charlotte 49ers. That's the playbook you want to be in. Now, if you watch me play Madden, you know how my offense is. Just imagine that offense, but in the college game with some new twisted stuff to it. So we're going to go over this whole thing. This should really help you guys definitely run the ball because I've run the ball very easily, and you'll be able to pass the ball. You're going to need 2 tight ends for this offense. You guys know how I do it. Formations, we're going to be looking at our ace offset, gun wing, gun halfback weak side, gun wing slot, and gun U off trips. These are the only formations we're going to be looking at. I don't really use deuce close. Now, it does suck because you can't save your audibles in this game. I don't really know why. Like, sometimes I've seen it working, and sometimes, for the most part, it doesn't, though. So I don't really know why. So we're not really going to be going over the audibles and stuff because, you know, for the most part in this game, you really can't save your audibles. Well, let's get into it because we got a lot of plays we're going to talk about. The first one is going to be the play all the way to the left. It's the spot. You guys know, old reliable. This play works against everything, man. Literally, man. Like, man coverage, Tampa 2, cover 3, cover 4, match, you name it. You can really run this against everything. The first adjustment we always do out of it is we streak B. You guys know this, and then if you want, you can snap this thing stock. Now, the good thing is every quarterback in the game has high route master, so you can put these guys on corner routes, you can put them on post routes, you could do whatever, but snapping to play stock like this is something I always like to do. If you find that sometimes your tight end runs the out route really funky, what you can do is you can just put him on a little flat route, because sometimes, you know, he'll just kind of get to that edge a little bit faster for the quick check down. But some of the other basic adjustments I like to do is actually streak that tight end on the backside that's not on the corner route. Put him on a little streak, snap it like this, because what this streak is doing, it's almost like a clear out for the out route, or sometimes you could even just throw the quick little seam streak. And then, like I said, it's kind of a clear out for this not out route, I said out route, for this in route. And then sometimes what I'll do with the in route is I'll leave him on the in route, or sometimes I'll put him on a like a little 2-yard, 3-yard in route, or put him on a little drag underneath just like that. Another thing I like to do sometimes is, because most of the time, eventually, like throughout the game, maybe by like the 4th quarter, when it's getting late in the game, he'll kind of know that this tight end that's on the running back side is usually going to be on the corner out, so they're going to start keying in on that and trying to take that away. So when they start doing that, what you could do is you could just set the same thing up on the opposite side. Streak the receiver on the left and put 2 corner routes out there and literally set it up like this. And then with the running back, it's up to you what you want to do with him. If you want to keep him in that flat, if you're noticing that he's not having anyone in the flat play that, you could have him on that flat. Or you could put him on an angle route or a little streak route. Just have him run a little something in the middle, because when you set up something like this, he might try to, both of the backers, he might, you know, try to like double Mabel, and maybe like with his maybe he's using the linebacker on the right, he's going to try to use her out to the right, and then he's going to have his linebacker on the left, like run out to the flat or something like that, you know what I mean? So just have a little something over the middle just like that. And if you're the guy you're going against is double Mabeling a lot, and if you don't know what double Mabeling is, essentially like they're flat, so they got their cloud flat on the outside, and then they got a curl flat underneath it. So basically, everyone's running to the sideline. If you're noticing they're doing that a lot, something you can actually do is the receiver to the left, we're going to actually put him on our route. This tight end right here that we have on the streak, put him on a hitch. You can stem it. You can do whatever you want. I like the stock hitch just like that. And then the running back, what we're going to do is we're actually going to put him on a little streak route like this. And this receiver on the right, I would actually probably, you can either put him on an out route or a smoke screen. I like a smoke screen because sometimes, you know how it is, you try to throw the out right on the sideline, they trip out like that. So the reason why we're setting it up like this is because this is forcing all the guys that are on curl flats. They're going to sprint to the outside, and the middle of the field is going to be wide open. Essentially, you're making the read. Your tight end's going to be on a sit-down route, so he's going to be wide open, and the user's going to kind of have to make that decision. Do I sprint and play this hitch route, or do I sprint over to the running back on the streak? And then you still have the tight end on the corner route, because the reason why we have this receiver smoke screen is because any cloud flat or curl flat, maybe we could try to pull him down with the smoke screen and then hit the tight end over the top. But for the most part, it's just kind of they're kind of to read the defense. So, and we're talking a lot in this E-spot play just because this is where I run majority of my pass plays at. You know, especially with the high route master built in, I don't really have to get out of this too much, but sometimes I do because if I want certain routes. The next one is pretty simple adjustment I like to make out of it. It's just 4 verticals, and the reason why, because if guys start running like Tampa 2 style defenses where, you know, they got you know, kind of everybody playing the outside, and their users just trying to kind of bait something in the middle, but really that deep middle is wide open. These tight end and interiors are great for running streaks because they're already set up in the middle and they're just running vertical. So you really just kind of got to make the read there. And I like to keep the running back underneath just to have a little something underneath. And really what you can do sometimes is just line them up out wide, put them on a little drag route, something like that. And we haven't really talked about putting a running back out wide that much, but that is something I like to do sometimes. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the running back out wide, and we're actually going to leave him on that stock flat route like that, because if you put him on the normal flat out, oh my god, I can't say the goddamn word, the normal flat route, like you know, hot route to it, it's not bad. But when he runs like the flat route, he's supposed to run out of the backfield and you line him up out wide. He just hits the edge a lot faster, and it's really good for like just a really fast read you want to hit like that. So that's something you could do also. Or what you could do is you could have him on a streak. So, you know, if you're going against like, you know, cover 3, maybe like cover 4 or something like that, with this you'll have a chance of trying to hit that quick seam. Or, you know what I mean, he could just help do clear out work for the tight end. With this tight end, I like to have him on like a little backside drag, just because then you have your underneath. Or you could also streak him and then have the receiver be the one that comes with the backside drag. Either way, you always want to have something underneath and then something over the top. And like I said, most of this stuff works against almost every coverage in the game, just because like literally defense is so bad in this game. Like you know what I mean. You just gotta keep your opponent on your toes. I'll be completely honest with you. Like it's very easy to move the ball in this game. Last adjustment I think I'm going to show Adam Z's spot is it's pretty simple. You got the normal stuff that we set up on the right. You're going to streak the tight end opposite of the corner route, and the receiver far left on the backside in route. We're just going to put him on a motion slant, and you want to snap it as a motion slant like this, and just I mean, a little something like that. A lot of times he'll be able to come up underneath, because you know, defenders are going to have to choose: do I want to play the corner route? Do I want to play the the running back underneath, or do I play the receiver in motion on the slant? So it just kind of gives the defense a lot to worry about. I actually do that adjustment a lot, to be honest, especially against like man. I actually lied. I said that was the last adjustment I want to show out of Z spot. There's not, because there is some really good man beaters I like to do. One of them being putting the receiver on the side of the corner route on the smoke screen, leaving that tight end on a corner route. And usually there's like some type of blitz behind this, so I'll actually block the running back like that. I usually streak the tight end on the left. It depends. The reason why I streak him is sometimes, you know, if you got a fast tight end, if it's man coverage 1-on-1, like, you know, he's left by himself, he can outrun the guy manned up on him, and it gives you a chance at a one-play touchdown. If you're finding he's just not getting open against that, then you can put him on a corner route, because corner routes against man coverage are great. And what we're going to do is we're going to motion the receiver on the in route, and we're just going to put him on a motion slant and kind of snap it. If this is like a cover 0 or something like that, I mean, these guys are going to get so open, like it's ridiculous. The corner routes and man coverage, I have been like killing man with corner routes. You can kind of do the same thing against man. Like last time we blocked the running back. This time, let's say you want to block the tight end instead. You can put the running back on an angle route, and you can kind of do it like this. And then the receiver on the backside, it's really up to you what you want to do with him. I would honestly probably put him on like a little poster out like that. If you want to stem it, the depth of it, you can, and just run a little something like this. But man, in my opinion, it's very easy to beat in this game. So next play we're going to look at, we're still in ace offset. We got a couple plays to look at in ace offset. It's going to be the 0-1 trap. The 0-1 trap is surprisingly not that bad in this game. Now, in Madden, you guys know I do a lot of stuff when it comes to setting up runs, from, you know, shifting the line a certain way, double teaming guys, IDing guys. I haven't been doing it as much on the college game, because I feel like, I mean, you just snap the ball in this game and you've already moved the ball 4 yards. But really, in the run game, the only time I have actually been double teaming is when I run my jet sweep, and we'll talk about when we get to that. And I honestly really have, there's sometimes I do shift the line on the run. It's, again, if you're going against the double mug, which is where like both those linebackers start out right over top of your, you know, like they're like where the D tackles would be at, basically. Usually on like wherever I'm running the ball, let's say I'm running the ball to the left, I would shift the line to the inside. That's only if you're noticing that's getting blown up from the inside. That's, you essentially would shift the line the opposite of where you're running the ball, and I had success with that. That's only though if it's getting blown up by it. If it's working fine, just keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, the 0-1 trap is pretty self-explanatory. It's a 0-1 trap. You know, you follow your blocks. It's a really good run. I'm not gonna go too crazy in depth on these runs unless I have to. Most of these are just kind of, you know, set up how you want it and just, you know, go execute. Our next play is going to be one to the far right. It's going to be buck sweep right there. That's a really good run play. If you guys remember that play from Madden 23, it was really good. Madden 24 took a little bit of a step back, but in college football, it is all the way back, and it has been really good, especially if you have like some somewhat fast linemen on the play. I mean, it could really go crazy. Like the linemen on it, they get out there, they block, and, you know, if you got a fast running back and, you know, you're good at being patient, or because sometimes you got to know when to be patient on the play. Sometimes you got to know when just to go. But buck sweep in this game is very good. If it has that Madden 23 vibe to it. Next play in ace offset is going to be PA read, another play that you guys have probably seen me run many times. So, you know, It's a really good play. I like it against man. I like it against match and stuff like that, or just I like to. It's like my mesh concept basically. So what I'll do with it, I'll do one. It is I'll take the B off the comeback route. I'll put A on a little drag, and then with the running back, it's up to you. You can either put him on an out route, you can put him on a flat route, but typically you want him on something to the outside. And for the most part, this is pretty much how I set it up. It's or probably the only other change is put the running back on like a little streak route. So I don't really complicate this one too much. Like this, when I run it, this is usually what I'm looking for. And we got a few more plays in ace offset. Next one's another play all the way to the far right. It's going to be jet touch pass, which is the jet sweep. Jet sweep, very, very good in this game. Well, it is very good when it works, because I'll say it can get blown up, because even if, really, like I said, the only adjustment you can really make on it is double teaming the D end. And then even sometimes when you do it, it's no guarantee it's going to work. When you run it, you typically want to run it to the weak side of the defense. So, for example, you see how there the right side is, you see a slot corner, you got the D end lined up like that. Really, you'd want to run this to the left side, right? You would want to run it to the side where the defense isn't as stacked. Now, as you flip to do things like that, the defense is going to try to match it. You can only flip it so much. So that's how I'd recommend doing the jet sweep. But it is very good when it works. We got two more plays we're going to look at ace offset. It's going to be read option to the left and Y sail in the middle. Let's get right to the read option. The read option in this game is very good, and I don't mean like read options in general. I mean this play. The blocking on this play is I just noticed it's very good. And when you hand the ball off on this play, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's so many different ways you could do it. Like this run can almost turn into a stretch. It can turn into like an inside zone. You can reverse the field with it. There's so many, just for the running back, there's so many different ways for him to tuck it. And then in the back, the defense also has to account for the quarterback tucking this ball. So, because a lot of times, let's say like the DNs are ready to play it, you can still tuck the ball with the quarterback. Now, my quarterback is not the fastest, but sometimes you can still tuck it and make the guy that's the read key miss on it. So, this is definitely one of my favorite run plays. Out of this formation, I'd probably say it's got to be buck sweep and read option at ace offset. Those are my two favorite run plays out of this. Next play we're looking at ace offset is going to be wide sail. It's very similar to Z's spot. The only difference is, as you can see, it's a way deeper corner route. So all the adjustments I gave you guys, take that into account for this play. But just know you have a corner route, because before that corner route, that is Z's spot's running about 15, maybe 20 yards. This corner route is running about 30 yards to maybe 35. I'd probably say 25 to 30 yards, 25 to 35 yards. You could even throw it as a 40-yard corner route. So, same thing, but that corner route just gets way more downfield. The next formation we will be looking at is gun wing. There's only two plays I run out of this. It's going to be the play on the far right, PA fork, and the other play is going to be speed option at the bottom. Very good play. So, let's go ahead and look at PA fork first. You'll notice the difference between this and ace offset is both the tight ends are lined up on the right side instead of being lined up from one another. Now you can start to play stock. Well, I wouldn't say stock like this, because you guys know me, I hate running like the play actions. They just never work out good for me. So the first thing you can do is you can put the running back on a flat route, just a little something to the outside like that, or you can do it the other way around. You can take this tight end off the angle route, put him on like a little flat route, and then put the running back on something to the inside or something like that. Or you can put them on like a little angle route, or how do you do it again? Okay, yeah, Texas route, and the receiver on the left, put them on like a little streak, maybe put them on like a little out route, because you don't really want to kind of have. I mean, you can keep them on the in route, but it's I feel like it gets everything in the middle of the field just a little bit cluttered. So there's not really a whole lot I like to do this play. It's kind of just stock. I mean, it's a good little post route. If you want to have the post route have a little clear out, you definitely can. You can streak the tight end right here. Put the other tight end that's not on the, what is it called? Not on the line of scrimmage. He's on the line of scrimmage, but he's not like right next to that tight end on the corner route, flat route, maybe the running back or something like that, and just a little something like this. You could do a little something like this. This is pretty nasty. So for the most part, I'm passing the ball out of ace offset, but there is times I'll switch it up and try to hit the defense with different looks, because when I come out in different formations, it kind of, okay, is he going to run? Is he going to pass out of it? You got to keep guys on their toes and, everything you kind of run. So last play in this formation is going to be speed option. This is one of my favorite run plays in the game right now. It's a speed option, but the thing is, you got these two tight ends that are kind of like lead blockers. So a lot of times, you're right, just running with the quarterback. Like if they get their blocks off, the quarterback a lot of times is just taking off. I could just take off and run them with this play. I really like this play down in the red zone. It's a very good play for me, and it gets a lot of yards because a lot of times if you're able to get the running back in space with it, he's gonna have either a touchdown or a big play. Like if you have one of those broken backs, or if you have Judkins like with this play, like you can probably just run it all game because you could even just flip it to the left like this. And sometimes what I'll even do is, like, if I've ran into a decent amount in the game, because, for example, they'll key and they'll know, okay, it's going to the right side because you see what side the tight ends are on. I'll actually motion the tight end that's on the end of the line, and I'll motion to the opposite side to kind of make it look like I'm going to the left. But the whole time, I'm really still going to the right, and it's just kind of some eye candy stuff to kind of, mess with them a little bit. Next formation we're going to look at is gun, halfback, weak side. There's only one player run out of this. It's going to be the player we're looking at right in the middle, outside zone. Just a simple little outside zone run play. I like it, though, because you got both the tight ends on the end of the line. They kind of work as lead blockers, and you just kind of snap it stock. Now, and honestly, it's a pretty good run for me. I'll be honest. It's definitely, I would say, up there with one of my favorite runs. But that's pretty much it. It's just a little outside zone, run the ball. So we only got two more formations left. It's wing slot and U-off trips. In wing slot, I think I run about 3 plays. So the first play is to play all the way to the left, RPO alert bubble. And then the other 2 plays is going to be drive on the far left and the one on the far right, smash. So let's go ahead and look at the RPO alert bubble. It's self-explanatory. It's an RPO alert bubble. Now, the only thing I don't like about this play is you're going to see the handoff is very delayed, which a lot of time can lead to the D lineman getting off the block. But for the most part, when you're running it, you're kind of looking for the RPO because you're trying to you're trying to make that slot corner bite down on the receiver, and that'll open up different things in your offense. Because for example, because now let's say, okay, he's manning him up on that slot guy. That's when you start looking at some of your pass plays. We got drive, so now okay, he's manning him up. So now he's going to be manned up on his post route, which is probably not going to be good for him. And then you can really snap this play stock like this. If that's the case, now you got a tight end coming underneath, and such and such. The running back, if you want, you can motion him to the right side, put him on a little flat route, even put him on a little wheel route. Is really good for man coverage against this. So, it just opens up more and more of the offense. But a little adjustment I like to make out of it is, so instead of having this tight end on a drag route, you can actually put him on a little where's the corner route? Okay, so I'm still trying to get used to where all the high routes are at, so it's a lot. All right, put him on a little cornerback, put a corner route to put the tight end that was on the 10-yard in route on a little drag and something like that. And like I said, the running back. Honestly, with the running back, sometimes you kind of don't want to motion him because you want to get your high routes off fast to kind of snap to simulate that it's going to be, a run play. So if you want, you can just put the running back on like a little in route, something like that, and just keep the defense on their toes. What the hell? The last play of this formation is going to be smash. It's just kind of the same thing, but instead of that guy being on a post route, he's going to be on a corner route. So kind of the same adjustments, except with this guy on the left, Stewart, my outside receiver, you could either put him on a streak route, have him on a smoke screen, and then it's kind of the same adjustments we talked about before. The tight end that's on the end of the line, you can put him on a little corner route, and then it's kind of the same stuff, except this guy's on a corner route instead of a post route. All right, this is our last formation right here, U-off trips. We got 2 plays we're going to be looking at out of this. It's going to be the first one's all the way to the right, RPO alert bubble, and then the last one is going to be that play right there in the middle, PA post shot, which is the same play that I ran in what is it called? Madden 24. So you got the RPO. This one's actually good, though. I feel like the blocking on this RPO is a little bit better than the stretch play, and then the RPO itself is really good. I feel like a lot of times you're able to kind of catch this one and kind of get upfield a little better than the stretch one. So I do like this RPO a little more than the other one. This will be our very final play, PA post shot. It's our big shot play, you know what I mean? We got this guy on this deep post route in the middle. This post route runs way further downfield than the one we showed out of the last formation. And then you even got the one to Stewart. Now, typically the one with Stewart, the outside guy, I'll usually take him on a streak or take him off that because that post route usually just never works out. It's the one in the slots you're really going to look for. So you can kind of set it up like this. Leave him on the post route, this tight end, put him on a little corner route. So, and then you got Stewart on the streak, which is the clear out. So now you got that. You got this deep post route. What you could do is you could put A on a streak to pretty much clear it out, and then the running back's free game. Flat route him, sit down route in the middle, out route, in route, anything you want. It's really up to you. So that's a really good setup right there. Another one is kind of just leaving the play stock, putting Johnson, instead of having him on this little delayed flat route, put him on a little drag like that. And then running back, once again, it's kind of free game. You do what you want with him. If you want to drag him, you know, just kind of put him on something, but don't put him in nothing that's going to interfere with any of the routes, like the post route. I wouldn't put him on a wheel route in this. I wouldn't put him on a streak route in this. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could kind of put him on a streak route. You know what I mean? That's like a quick hitter type read. But then I would also take X, probably take him off that post route, streak him, or do something like that, because I'm just not a big fan of that post route. Yeah, man. So that's pretty much my offense I've been running so far. For college football 25, you can see it is very similar to what I run in Madden, but there's some college twists in there. You got the speed options. You got we didn't actually even talk about the QB wrap. I will say that, and the reason why is because I don't really run this play that much. But it's out of the wing slot. QB wrap is actually it's an alright play. I just feel like the blocking on it is really inconsistent. Like, I feel like a lot of times somebody comes in free, but you know, when they don't, I'll be honest, it goes absolutely crazy. Like, you can kind of do anything with it. Like, you see right here, I can kind of reverse it to the right. It is a pretty solid play. I don't run it as much. If you're going to run it, you definitely need a fast quarterback. I know Lamar Jackson's coming out. There's Pat White. You got, I guess, Mariota's, what, 82 speed? It's crazy how he's already got crazy passed up at speed. But there's a lot of different guys you could use. So, but yeah, man, that's my offense. Now, typically, I would run this offense. I would have a shit ton of audibles. You guys know me, but since the game doesn't really save audibles, I haven't done it. I actually, believe it or not, I have everything favorited, and I just run it through my favorite plays, dead ass, because it's like, why? I mean, you know what I mean? There's no point in me going to the formations and stuff, because it's like, I can't audible. That's the only reason I ever did it, was the audible around and stuff. So, if you guys got any questions about the offense, man, you guys can let me down in the comments. I'll get back to you guys. I will be streaming on Twitch. I don't know what we're gonna. Gauntlet, is Gauntlet live? I don't even know. I actually missed Gauntlet last week because I didn't know that. I just assumed it ran, so I didn't know it was like an actual weekend league thing. Like, it's only for the weekend. So I guess we're probably gonna do Gauntlet today. I'm not too sure. We'll see what's going on. We'll probably get on Dynasty later tonight. I'm actually really liking Dynasty, I'll be honest. If you guys did enjoy the video, man, drop a like. Until next time, man, I'll see you guys in the next one.